It's Monica Dubé. I just wanted to share with you again today all about up-leveling our consciousness. I'm going to be reading a little bit from my book, Heal Your Mind, Heal Your Life, to help us all elevate into the consciousness of freedom from fear so that we can create businesses that we love. We can clear out what's in our way. We can step into a wealth consciousness and step into much greater power with our minds and in the connection with other people. So I want to share what it means to do a mastermind and what a mastermind actually is. I've been doing a lot of research on this because a lot of people say, oh, it's the mastermind that really helped me to elevate my business. I got in with a group of people that were really powerful and they were doing some really deep work on themselves. And so I've been teaching about that, and I'm starting a mastermind in January that's going to be really powerful for women leaders. Okay. And I'm coming from the place of knowing that we all have power over our mind. We all have power over our thoughts, and we can generate the light and the energy and the willingness and the know-how to get our businesses to the next level. And what does that mean? Well, wherever you are and you want to get to another level, you want to go have more impact and expand your business. That's what I'm here for. My entire book was written so that we could heal our minds and heal our lives and align with the truth of who we are, because we are whole and complete beings. And when we don't operate from that, we operate from fear or lack or littleness or not knowing who you are. You're holding yourself back. Okay. Now, why is this book important? Well, it took me 5 years to write it. I didn't just put it out in 3 months. And it was a lot of energy and thought, and it was a big journey going through this for me to write this book. It's all about my life, my journey, how I found A Course in Miracles, how it helped me to shift my consciousness from fear to love. And now I live in a state of almost complete love all the time. Like, there are moments of fear, of course, but I know what to do with that fear. I know that I'm not bound by it. I know that I can shift it very quickly. So we take a deep breath and let go. And I help people shift trauma, whatever's going on in your mind that you have not been able to heal. Because a lot of traditional therapy doesn't really get to it. It doesn't get to the actual core root of the problem. And why is that? It's not, people aren't trained to do that in that realm, okay? It's still working with the brain and perhaps memories, and there are lots of other, my hair's sticking up. Everything's so imperfect here. You just have to get used to being imperfect. Everything's going to be the way it is. I couldn't find earrings. I'm not going to wear earrings today. So here's the thing. Just go with who you are and what you're doing right now for your business, for your life. And if you're struggling, if you're stuck, there's something in your way that's blocking you. It could be a thought or a belief or some kind of, trauma from the past. So the questions I would ask you will be in the mastermind. I'm going to ask questions that are really pertinent to what is holding you back. What do you think is stopping you? Is it your mindset? Is it not knowing what strategies to put into place for your business? Is it not being able to see the future or create a future because you don't believe that's even possible? So self-esteem, right? Or are you really blocked by your money beliefs? And perhaps you do things like procrastinate. So there's all these different ways that we hurt ourselves, that we hold ourselves back. And this program, this mastermind I'm about to launch, is going to be all about freeing ourselves from those beliefs, but also putting into place a mastermind, bringing the mastermind in so that we can be healed of that. Okay, and I'm really excited about it. So if you want to know more, DM me and I'll send you the link for that as soon as it's ready. It's not quite ready yet, and it doesn't matter. It's happening as it's happening, right? This is a divine plan, and I'm well aware that I'm under the guidance of ascended masters who are helping me shift and create a business that really thrives, but helps a lot of other people, especially women, to release what's in their way. Now, what I want to share today is all about the mastermind and what the mastermind actually is. It's when two people are joined together, there's another master who is present, right? And that means they're there to help bring in this other energy, frequency of a higher being. And because that energy is present, people elevate faster. It's just faster than trying to do it on your own. Okay. So all the programs that I offer, and I have 3, but this mastermind is one of the most important ones because it helps you to step into your own power and create a business you truly love and get the support you need to do that. Okay. So what I want to share from this book today is that I want to talk about my last chapter, actually. The last chapter is called Mentoring on the Age of Enlightenment. Mentoring in the Age of Enlightenment. Okay, so that's this chapter, and it's really all about how we're meant to bring our work into the world now. Why is it different from the past? It's disrupting systems. It's disrupting how we used to do business. It's disrupting the go, 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 strive, get there, have this really high powered energy. Well, the feminine energy, divine feminine, is much more relaxed. It's much more in tune with itself. It's in a state of flow and love and peace and harmony with others and with itself. Okay, so that's why I'm here to bring peace. I'm here to help people have peace in their lives. But peace comes from being in a state of well-being in all aspects of your life, including money, including your business, including your family, and especially yourself. Okay. Deep breath. I'm releasing a lot of throat stuff today. I can feel it. It came up this morning when I was meditating. And why? Because now I'm speaking out every day about this, about who I am. And it takes some courage to do that. I'm working through a lot of my old patterns around, not being allowed to speak or being, who knows, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's all over. So mentoring in the Age of Enlightenment is about learning to connect with the higher self and really allowing that higher self who can see everything, right? Past, present, future. That the intellect and the theories are going to only bring you to a certain place, but then you need to connect to your higher self, or what I would call your genius mind, the mind that is whole and complete. Okay, and all of this that you've made up is a barrier to that, right? All your fear of not having enough something, all this fear of feeling like this is too woo-woo for you. That's all nonsense. It's all part of the illusion. We don't know the unknown until we challenge our beliefs and conditioned reactions to situations. Yeah, we can't experience the unknown until we give up what's known, until we let go of what we think we know. Now, we don't have all the answers, and we're not supposed to. Why? Because the higher self has the answers, and our spirituality, our spiritual source has the answers for us. So we've got to become a whole lot more intuitive, a whole lot more empathic, and a whole lot more powerful in who we're being. And that means that we step out of, the old paradigm of go, go, go and beat everyone in competition. No, we're not doing that anymore. And a lot of us can't function in that realm. We don't know the unknown until we challenge our beliefs and conditioned reactions to situations. So we've got to learn about ourselves. We've got to come down into our hearts, become a whole lot more vulnerable, a whole lot more authentic, and really in touch with what you really believe about yourself. We aren't supposed to have all the answers. There are many masters who have conquered the ego, and they all say the same thing. Stop trying to figure it out or pretend that you know. Okay, now this challenges a lot of people because we always think we know. Oh, I know this and I know that. But there's a whole realm that you don't know about. It's called the unknown, right? And a lot of people are afraid of the unknown. Why? Because they don't know about it. All right. But it's not anything to fear. It's something to look interested at, like be curious about it. How can something outside of my realm of third dimension help me to elevate my consciousness and my business and my impact on the earth? Well, of course it's going to do that. The most important leaders that have ever been on this planet were spiritual leaders. Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr., Sister Teresa, Mother Teresa, all of these powerful beings, and the masters that are here now. So there's a much bigger picture going on here, and it's not of your making. Even the world you see is projected from the visual cortex of your brain. I won't get into that too much today, but that's what I teach in the Course in Miracles, is that we're projecting all of our thoughts and beliefs out into the world, and we're perceiving it all, but it's not really there the way we say it is. We just think it is. So it's a spiritual awakening. This is what's happening, is that our spiritual awakening is taking precedence over everything, right? It's taking its rightful place as the most important part of your life. Deep breath. The world we see denies the light of spiritual sight and higher vibration. Absolutely. Because you're only seeing in one dimension. You're not seeing the higher frequencies. You're not seeing beyond that. You may not be able to see auras or energy fields, and yet they're there, right? It's like you don't see electricity, but it's there. We don't see gravity, but we know it's there. It's a law. Okay. So the world that we see denies the light, and we need help to get beyond our own limited understanding. That's what this is going to be about. This is what all I ever teach. We got to get beyond our own limited understanding, because our limitations show us nothing but limitation, and it's all not true. We're not limited by anything. Okay. So in the Eastern tradition, it's called ignorance. In the Course in Miracles, it's called a dream or an illusion. All right. And now we're truly learning how to master ourselves by coming into our highest self. And in order to do that, often I have always needed support, right? I needed someone to guide me. I'm thinking this, I'm feeling this. Is this right? Is that wrong? What's going on, right? We get a little bit caught in the whole thing. And there's a lot of crazy ideas out there about the light and love and everything, but there's no real, grasping what's really true. Teachers have the privilege of serving people no matter where you are on your journey. It's a privilege to serve. It's a privilege to be a servant leader, right? And we are here to be that servant leader so that we can carry the work of the awakening into the world to help elevate our consciousness and our species. Okay. No matter where you are on your journey, someone's traveled that road before you and knows the way. Yeah. Right? That's why I always had a mentor, a teacher, and I still do. I have mentors and teachers. I have 3 right now. Why? Because I know I need support in order to get to this place I want to be, which is complete freedom from fear, and create a powerful business at the same time, help others to elevate their consciousness. And why do I care about business so much? I think it's exciting. I love being an entrepreneur. I love knowing I can be paid just for being me. What would it take for you to feel that? I could be paid just for being me. I'm worth it, right? And so get some clarity around that. A lot of what I teach in my business is money blocks and releasing the money blocks so you can charge what you're worth, have the impact you want, and step into a high frequency with money. Why? Because if we're holding ourselves back from receiving, then we don't get to be in our fullness, in our glory. And for a lot of us, this is a big struggle. It is a big struggle. It's like we're carrying this burden from our past lives. And we think, oh, it has to be a certain way. Or we have thoughts about money that are really false. I have a whole program out on this, on releasing your money blocks. So we got to learn to let go of the burden. Drop it. Let go of the past and be free today to step into a whole new way of being. And in 2022, it's going to be really amazing, because a lot of us are stepping into much greater expansion for our businesses and much more money so that we can be more powerful and more effective. And that means probably scaling your business much sooner than you thought you would. To me, when I first started looking at scaling, I was really scared. I didn't understand what that meant. I didn't even know what the word meant. I was very new to the business world. And I'd been a healer, and I'd been teaching and doing a lot of retreats and things, but I wasn't really into this whole realm of coaching and everything. So now I am. Now I get it. So scaling just means you're going to work with more people and make more money, and you're going to have a lot more impact. And why that is important is that women are really driven by impact more than money. Okay. And money's fine. I mean, money's a part of it. Nothing wrong. It's just that we're driven by helping others and wanting to have the impact that we want to have. So I want to help you do that. Yeah, day after day for 20 years, I was in this 10 years, actually, I was with the master teacher, and my life was all about teaching the course, going around the world, opening up centers. I went to like 5 different countries in like a couple of years. because I really wanted to heal and I wanted to help others. Okay. And I put on events. I helped to create an event in Barcelona, Spain. There were things that I did that just were like really peak experiences I'll never forget. So I want to bring this back into the consciousness now, because we're all joining, but we're joining digitally like this on Zoom and on social media and reaching out to each other. Okay. And my life is all about that. It's all about helping you elevate, get to your business to the next level, get your life so you have peace and harmony within yourself and you're in alignment with yourself. And that takes something. So when you become aligned to who you are, then you become a help to other people. Yeah? That makes sense? All right, great. I just wanted to share that this morning. I, do these 15-minute, 20-minute little exercises or talks about, this book, Heal Your Mind, Heal Your Life, because I want you to know that you have the power to heal your mind and your life. And you can step into greater freedom. Right. Thank you so much. I really love that you were here, that you listened to this, and I will talk to you again soon tomorrow. Thank you. Bye for now.